We're going to make this happen at some point. Welcome to Energize Live. We are back on Instagram because, go to TikTok, they said. Go to TikTok, they said. Go live on TikTok, they said. Go over to TikTok. Get uncomfortable, they said. Except no one said you have to have a certain number of subscribers to actually go live on TikTok, which I think is some bull. You know what? So I don't have 1,000 subscribers on TikTok, so I can't go live on TikTok yet. I have a little 128 subscribers on TikTok, so we're just back over here on Instagram where we're comfortable. We're still trying to figure out TikTok. So the key is gonna be, I have to get my TikTok account to 1,000 subscribers in order to go live on TikTok. Sandy, let me tell you, Sandy, I was over there like, where's the live button? Like, okay, so there's so many lessons that we're going to learn here. Okay, we're going to unpack all these lessons because I was over there like, well, where's the live? Where's the live? And then I'm scrolling and I'm looking like the creator tools, and I'm over there. And finally I'm like, I texted my daughter. I'm like, why can't I go live? Jennifer Fisher Jewelry, look, I wear this every day. Jennifer Fisher Jewelry. This is y'all, this is Jennifer Fisher Jewelry, my little lightning bolts. I love it so much. I wear it every single day. I love it so much. They have amazing earrings, but I don't have pierced ears, so I'm all about the necklaces. Lots of people ask me where I got my lightning bolts, and it's Jennifer Fisher Jewelry is where I got it. I love it so much. And then this, of course, I wear my Mickey Mouse all the time. So I Googled, as one does, always Google. It is always, there's so much to unpack with this experience, because it's also interesting to me how many questions I will get in my DMs. I'm like, did you not just Google that? Like, that is my first go-to, is I just Google something. So I'm over there on TikTok thinking, okay, here we go. We're going to go live. We're going to do it. And there's no live button. So I just Googled, like, how does one go live on TikTok? And that's where I learned that you have to have 1,000 subscribers, which I think is really weird. So I'm turning off request to go live. So we're not going to go live on TikTok. What we're going to do, though, is my friend Holly Hillier, I don't know if she's going to come over here on Instagram or not, but my friend Holly Hillier and I have decided to be TikTok accountability buddies, and we're going to work on expanding into TikTok a little bit to get to 1,000 subscribers so that we can go live over there. Because here's why, and you might be like, why don't you just, here's where we get a little twisty, right? You might be like, well, why don't you just stay on Instagram? Why don't you just stay where you're comfortable? Right there, my friends, right there. Because here, if we stay where we're comfortable, which I need to be really clear, I love Instagram so much. Like, I love it so much. So I'm not going anywhere. It's like, are you on Facebook and Instagram? Yes, probably. You're probably on two different platforms, right? I'm not on Twitter at all and will not be on Twitter. But are you possibly on Twitter and something else? Like, maybe, so but nothing is either or. Everything is always and. And I love Instagram so much. I love the community that we're building every single day here on Instagram. I love what we're building together with Energize Live. And going over on TikTok is an opportunity to meet new people, right? Like, I had to come on here for the first time live and do something live and meet new people. So why not go over there and go live and meet new people? And right here is where we're comfortable. Right here on Instagram is where we're comfortable. And if we stay right here where we're comfortable, then at this time next year on September 17th, 2023, we will be right here in this same place because we decided to stay where we're comfortable. And the only way we change, evolve, grow is by getting uncomfortable. TikTok makes me uncomfortable, although it's a different platform than it used to be. When it first started, it was very much the dancing and the lip syncing and all that. And I'm like, oh, hell no. That is not what I do, right? And now it's a little different platform. And again, you might be like, why don't you just stay here? Why are you trying to go over there? Because I am so passionate about helping women specifically step into their power, step into their potential. I am so passionate about giving women tools, a business that can help them change their life. And if I go to TikTok, if I add that to my toolbox of tools, and what if there's just one person over there who needed the Compass Planner? What if there's one person over there who needed to be a coach on my team and transform their life? What if there's one person over there that I get to connect with and help them understand that it's habits every day that create success? What if there's one? And I would not have found that one person, I would not have connected with that one person had I not gone over to TikTok. Then it seems kind of silly, right? To not just go over there and explore that platform. That's why I want to go over there, because I know there are people over there who are walking around thinking that life change has to be so big and so overwhelming when it's not. I know there are people walking around over there who don't have a community, who feel lost, who don't have a plan for personal growth. I know there are people over there who want to make impact and income. I know there are, and I have to go over there to find them. So that's why I'm kind of on this mission to figure this out. Not because I'm comfortable, because TikTok makes me uncomfortable. Not because I'm good at it. Clearly, I thought I was going live, and then I'm not. But because the idea of figuring something out is exciting to me, and new and different and fun. The idea of figuring it out with you is new and different and fun and exciting. And the idea that there could be someone over there that I can connect with that, had I not, would still be wandering around looking for a community, looking for a plan, looking for a business, looking for a way to make impact and income. I don't want to leave that on the table. I don't want to leave any opportunity to make a difference on the table. I don't. So if that means I got to go over and learn TikTok, then that's what that means. I got to go over and learn TikTok, because I don't want to leave any opportunity to make any kind of difference on the table, ever. So that's why. So tell me in the comments, are you on TikTok? And by you on TikTok, I mean two things. I guess I mean two things. Are you over there watching / are you over there creating anything? What are you doing? Are you watching, creating? Are you just watching? What are you doing? I know. Well, Beth, let's rephrase that. It's not overwhelming. If you read Brene Brown's book, Atlas of the Heart, she defines all these amazing words, and overwhelm is one of them. And when we use that term overwhelm, it literally means like we are unable to move. Like we're so filled up with, like we literally can't move. We're overwhelmed. So that's not really the right word for TikTok, right? Because that's a pretty heavy, big word for a social media platform. So you spent 10 minutes trying to find me live on TikTok, because I was trying to find out how to go live on TikTok. It's not overwhelming, it's new. So we're gonna take that word overwhelm off the table, because it's not overwhelming, it's just new. We just don't know where to look, right? That's why we say Instagram is comfortable, because it is, because you knew exactly where to go. So that's not new. So it's not that TikTok's overwhelming. It's just that it's new and it's different for us. We're just not really sure what the button is or where to look or where to go. That's okay. That's okay. Like we didn't know how to put a diaper on a baby, and yet they let us come home with an actual human child. So if that happens, we can literally, I think about that all the time. Not only have we survived a global pandemic, but also like they let me leave the hospital with an actual human being and come home and think that I was going to figure it out, and somehow we did. So, okay, a social media platform's not overwhelming. It's just new. It's just new. So Elizabeth is over there. Brenna's not. Laura, you're over there watching. Elizabeth, you're watching, creating. Elizabeth, what are you creating over there? I'm so interested. What are you creating? Like what kind of content are you putting on TikTok? You're watching. Mickey is watching. Jennifer Blocklinger, what are you creating over on TikTok? And are you also creating on Instagram? Are you creating in both places, Instagram and TikTok? Are you only creating it on TikTok? What are you doing over there? Patty, you're watching. You're watching. I'm just watching. You have some plans to create. Well, what are you waiting for, Megan? I'm so curious. Why don't you just go create something? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Here's the question, Megan. How many followers do you have on TikTok? Because I have like 128, okay? Like I have 128. Important, but it's not like I have 128,000. I have 128. So if I put something on TikTok and it doesn't do well, who cares? 128 people saw it, okay? And guess what? The very first picture that I posted on Instagram, listen to me, was a plastic cup that I got from the dollar section at Target that had the remains of my Shakeology in it. And it was like, oh my gosh, my shake is so good. But it was a green plastic cup that cost me $1 at Target that had like the remains of my shake in it. And I was like, my Shakeology was so good. So, like 14 years ago, I posted that on Instagram. That was a picture I posted on Instagram. Someone let me post that, okay? So what I'm saying is my first post on Instagram sucked. So what you're going to do first on TikTok is also going to suck. And we're going to be okay with that. Because if you're not willing to suck at something, you're not willing to get better at something, period. So Gina, what are you doing? What are you doing over there? You're watching, you're saying yes to both. So you're watching and you're creating. What are you creating? Dash Takatu, I would love to have a conversation with you, but I cannot because I do not know your name. So I need you to change your Instagram handle to your name so that we can actually have a conversation. Shelly, you added your first video on TikTok yesterday. What did you create? What did you create? I'm so interested. What are you creating? Cynthia's watching. Kate, it's very busy. You are on TikTok. And you were on there mostly and somewhat Korean during the pandemic. I was on there too much, yeah. Well, anything is too much. It's not that TikTok is too much. It's if you're doing anything too much. You have a TikTok, but you don't use it. Daniel 6557 Smith. Is there a reason why you've got numbers in the middle of your Instagram handle? And are you... I can't tell from your profile picture. But if you are a male on my Energize Live, I'm just going to tell you right now, you're not my demo. We're going to talk about female things. I'm talking to women on here. So if you're on here just to sort of whatever you've created, but it's been fluff, but not business, okay? You can share something on, well, yes, Gina, you can absolutely share on both platforms, on Instagram and TikTok, just like you can share on Facebook and Instagram. Sarah, that's totally cool that you don't have a TikTok account, but I would say you should get one. Get one. I think it's another place for us to start exploring, and it feels like the Wild Wild West. But why not? Let's try it. You know. So yes, exactly, Elizabeth. You have 20 followers. Who cares one weekend if your creations aren't good? Like who cares? Who cares? Let's just figure it out together. I'm not a fan of going live on there if you want to save it. So Gina, are you saying that? Gina, do you have 1,000 followers on TikTok? And do you go live on TikTok? And if so, you're saying you cannot save that video. I have 3 questions for you, Gina Staska. Please answer them for me. Do you have 1,000 followers? Do you go live regularly on TikTok? And are you saying if you do, you cannot save it? Tara and I will change it. Takatu, are you sharing an Instagram account? I'm confused about that too, but you must change it. You share more about your dogs. But Gina, you got to answer my questions. Answer my 3 questions. Chacha Fiorilo. I completely butchered that name. First of all, is your first name Chacha? Really? And I want to make sure I'm saying that correctly. Fiorilo? You're very kind. First of all, regarding skincare, it's more important what you put in your body than it is what you put on your skin. 100%. It's more important what you put in your body than what you put on your skin. My first tip is, and this is where I lose everyone most of the time, although it's different now. It used to be where I lost everyone, but I feel like it's different now. My first tip is I don't drink alcohol because you'd be amazed at the absolute heinous effect that alcohol has on your body, including your skin. Also, number 2, I don't eat sugar, really, which also has a horrible effect on your skin. So I drink my shake every day. I drink a lot of water. I move my body every day. I really like my life. I think that helps your skin. And I use a lot of a brand called Tula, Tula. I love Tula. Okay, I'm continuing to. Molly Volek, you do workout videos over there. What do you mean by that? And that's where you created Reels for Insta before I learned how to edit Reels on Instagram. So you make a little workout video and you put it over on TikTok. Okay. Well, Gina, you have to know how many followers you have because it's right there on your profile. It's right there on your TikTok profile, how many followers you have. And do you go live over there? Cha-Cha, your name is Cha-Cha. I love that so much. It's incredible. Can you create the same content for IG and TikTok, or do you think you need to create separate content for each platform? I created, okay, so I did a daily dose of real talk for Instagram this morning, and then I went over and did the same. I did not you could, I think, repurpose your content. I did not. I just went over and did it again organically in TikTok. I just did it again. Rather than upload, I think you can, but don't quote me on that, remember, because I'm brand new too. I'm brand new. So I did my daily dose of real talk on Instagram, which I talked about what you're not changing, you're choosing. And then I just went over and did something very similar to it on TikTok, and I created it organically in TikTok. And it took me both, the combination of the two was like 5 or 6 minutes, right? Because it's a minute on Instagram. I add captions, I add music. Also, someone asked me yesterday, someone DM'd me yesterday, and I'm just gonna say this. Someone DM'd me yesterday and said, can you not put the captions on your reels? It's very distracting. My answer to that, for anyone that ever asked me, is absolutely not. I'm always going to put the captions on my reels. Number one, for our friends who have hearing issues, I'm always going to put the captions on my reels. Period. For my friends who have hearing issues. And two, because most people will listen or watch reels or Instagram without their sound on. So I'm always going to put the captions on my reels. If it's distracting for you, please don't watch my reels. And don't message me and tell me I don't like your song. Could you change it? I don't like those captions. Can you take them off? No. No, I cannot. I don't even know what you're asking. So, Beth, I don't know if that answered your question, but literally, it took me like 5 or 6 minutes. Like I create the daily dose, I put the captions on it, I put some music behind it because I like music, and then I posted on Instagram, and then I literally went over and did the same thing on TikTok. And so it took me 5 or 6 minutes kind of total to do both. I think you can download it and use it, but you can't you have to download it before you add captions or music or anything on Instagram to use it on TikTok. I just did it organically in both. That felt better to me. You've gone live once to try. And no, you can't save your video. Interesting. Workout video on TikTok, and it goes on your story on IG and Facebook. That's interesting because I did put, when I did something on TikTok yesterday, it saved on my camera roll, which I did not know it would. Surprise, surprise. And I put a little bit of it on my story on IG and was like, hey, I'm over on TikTok. Just to see. Insta-Finsta. I don't know what that is. Katie Ireland, I don't know what Insta-Finsta. You are so excited you can download and share my videos now. What does that mean, Sarah? What does that mean? Tell me what that means. You can download and share my videos now. Like on TikTok, you can download and share my videos. You can download a video off TikTok. Is that what you mean? I will always keep captions. Jennifer, you created this week for the first time, and it was homecoming week, and it was Teacher Bessie dancing. TikTok took the music off. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm never not putting captions on. That's rude to not put captions on, right? I think that's super rude. It's interesting to me, the people that will be like, hey, can you do this? Hey, can you do this? I'm like, no, like this is the vibe. This is the vibe here. And if it's not your vibe, there's lots of other people whose vibe you can find that you will vibe with. This is the vibe here. This is the vibe here. Rupa, thank you very much. I appreciate that. We started doing that in July. because it's all of us. Instagram is like my people are my people. Like we together started doing the Daily Dose on Real Talk. I started doing them, and then we talked about what the name was going to be. This is very much a collaborative effort. Everything I do on Instagram is very much a we thing. We started doing those in July. And I love them because it's sort of like taking Energize Live down to a minute. Thank you, Elizabeth. Right? Like, it's so interesting to me that people will be like, hey, can you change this? Can you change this? I'm like, no, this is the vibe here. There will be captions. There will be music. There will be truth love. There will be me telling you to change your Instagram handle. We will talk about habits. We will talk okay. I just had something in my mind that I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was. Yesterday on Energize Live, we did talk about the idea of fun and joy and what you'll see this weekend on social media. Speaking of Instagram, speaking of TikTok, speaking of Facebook, all the things, what you'll see this weekend on Instagram. And I want you to, as you go through your social this weekend, okay? This is what I'm going to leave you with, because my Daily Dose of Real Talk today was what you're not changing, you're choosing. It was a reminder. I should do a podcast on the IG handle. I'm like, what the freak? The Daily Dose of Real Talk was on what you're not changing, you're choosing, which we talk about all the time. But I think we all need that reminder on the regular. And what will happen is immediately, we put these boundaries and these walls up, and immediately we'll say, well, I just can't change my job. Correct. Can you change your mindset and your perspective around it? Yes, you sure can. And what you're not changing, you're choosing. Or, because I'm in the health and wellness space, I think of this all the time. Health and wellness, someone on their health and wellness journey who wants to do XYZ, wants to feel a certain way, whatever that is. Maybe they want to lose weight, which is okay. We can talk about that. It's okay if someone wants to lose weight. We're so afraid to talk about. We're so afraid that we're going to be toxic or body negative or whatever that sometimes we're afraid to actually talk about losing weight. Guess what? There are people in this world who want to, and for health reasons, may need to lose weight. We can talk about that. And if that's a goal and we're not doing something about it, what we're not changing, we're choosing. If we want to feel better in our bodies with our nutrition and we're not doing anything about it, what we're not changing, we're choosing. If our financial situation is stressing us out, if our relationships are stressing us out, what we're not changing, we're choosing. So we talked a lot about that. We've talked a lot about that, forever. And I did a Daily Dose of Real Talk on that. And yesterday on Energize Live, we also talked about this idea of fun, and we also talked about this idea of this ladies who lunch and this whole kind of manufactured fun situation. So here's what I'm leaving you with. As you head into the weekend, and maybe you're on social media more over the weekend or whatever, and you see people on social media, I want you to really tune in with how they make you feel. And if you're watching someone on social media and their vibe is this, don't you wish you were me? We talked about this yesterday on Energize Live. If someone's vibe when you're watching them is, don't you wish you were me? What you're not changing, you're choosing. If you continue to follow them, have them in your space, be around them, you're choosing that. And then you're choosing to feel kind of weird every time they come up on your social media. So I want you to really tune in on your social media this weekend. When you see someone's story, when you see someone's feed, when you see someone's live, when you see someone's post, whatever it is, when you see them, tune into them. Use your spidey sense. Oh yeah, Carissa, you know how I feel. Women who launch. Use your spidey sense. Use your intuition. Use your gut feeling. Tune in. Do they make you feel like, don't you wish you were me? Don't you wish you were here right now? If there is a condescension, if there is a exclusivity, if there is a don't you wish you were here kind of vibe that you're feeling from someone on social media, tune into that, pay attention to that, and what you're not changing, you're choosing. If you're not unfollowing them on social, You're choosing to have that kind of toxic vibe in your life, and that's probably not what you want, right? So use that. Use those two principles that we've talked about this week. Use that principle that we talked about yesterday. Like, how does someone make you feel? Are they manufacturing fun? Is there this performative aspect on social media? And do you want that in your life? Probably not. So let's remove that. And what you're not changing, you're choosing. Hold on just a second. Okay. I gave up watching the news in the morning because it's too, yes, 100%. Like, what you put in your mind on all aspects, it affects us, and you are in control of that. You're in control of that. So pay attention to your social media this weekend. Pay attention to how people make you feel on social media. And we're all humans. We're all humans. Sometimes we say and do dumb things on social media. I do. Sometimes what's in my head doesn't always come out the way that I want it to. Sometimes I say it, my tone isn't the way that I want it to. Even if my intention is in the right place, sometimes my tone isn't. That's all. We're all works in progress, right? So it's not just a one-time thing, but really look on the regular. And how does someone make you feel? And if they make you feel like they're condescending to you, if they make you feel like, don't you wish you were me? I need you to unfollow them. Because truly, what I hope, what I feel, and what I hope that you get when you are here with me, when you and I are here together, and we're spending time together on this space, what I hope you feel is, how do I even word this, is what I hope you feel from me is, I can't freaking believe that this is my life, and I want to help you create your life on purpose with purpose too. Like, it just doesn't matter to me if it's only me sitting here with this view going, freaking can't believe this is my life, unless I can help you create your version of whatever this is too. I hope you feel that. I'm a work in progress. I'm always working, on the tone, on the delivery, on the messaging, on the communication. That's an area we can all get better as humans. I just hope you feel that the vibe that is, I can't freaking believe I wake up to this view every day, and I want to help you do the same, whatever the view is that you want to wake up to today. So pay attention to your social media. Pay attention to how people make you feel. I want to hang out with ladies who launch, not just ladies who lunch, and what you're not changing, you're choosing. Make some changes in your life this weekend if they don't align with the goals and dreams that you have. If it's not aligning with your vision, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Okay. I gotta go. You've gotta go. We got work to do. I'm gonna do my planner, and then at 8:30, my team and I are coming together for a little sweat session this morning, and so we're just gonna work it. So bring your own workout. We're gonna work out together via Zoom, which is super fun, especially because now we're really all over the country, which is super cool. So we're doing that at 8:30. Sparta Nation sweat session. We're doing that, and then I think I'm gonna go to Disney Springs later because I need to get more Halloween and fall decorations. So we're gonna do that a little bit later. If I do, I'll take you along with me. We'll have so much fun. I hope you have an amazing Saturday. Go check out today's Daily Dose of Real Talk. Share it with someone who might need it. And we're gonna keep exploring this TikTok situation together. You and I, we're gonna figure it out. Send me all your TikTok tips. If you're over there, send me all your tips. I need all the tips, and we're gonna figure it out together. Okay, cool? Have an awesome Saturday. Go make some magic today. Go create the community that you want today. Go get after your goals and your dreams today. What you're not changing, you're choosing. So make good choices today. Happy Saturday.